For worst fruits you should never eat if you want healthy kidneys after 60. Most people over 60 have been told their entire lives that fruit is healthy. Eat more fruit. Natural sugar is fine. The more color the better. And for the general population without kidney concerns, that advice is largely true. But here is something your doctor probably never explained to you. For seniors over 60 whose kidneys are working less efficiently than they used to, certain fruits that carry a completely healthy reputation can place a significant and avoidable burden on the kidneys every single time they are eaten. Not because fruit is bad, but because specific fruits contain concentrations of potassium, oxalate, or phosphorus that stressed kidneys cannot process as efficiently as they once could. The truth is, most seniors are eating these fruits regularly, some of them daily, genuinely believing they are making one of the healthiest choices in their diet. And nobody has ever explained the specific reason these particular fruits deserve more careful thought for anyone managing kidney health after 60. Today on 60 Strong, I am going to show you the 4 fruits that may place the greatest burden on aging kidneys, why each one specifically poses a concern, and exactly what to replace them with so you can still enjoy fruit every day without the kidney cost. Stay with me until the end, because fruit number 4 is the one that shocks people most. It is a fruit most seniors consider one of the most nutritious things they eat. And the research behind why kidneys over 60 may specifically struggle to manage it will change how you think about this fruit entirely. Let us get started. Worst fruit number 1. Bananas. Bananas are one of the most commonly eaten fruits in the world. Most seniors eat them regularly, often daily, considering them a quick, convenient, and healthy option. And for the general population with fully functioning kidneys, that assessment is entirely reasonable. For seniors over 60 specifically managing kidney health, however, bananas carry a potassium profile that deserves genuine attention. Why bananas may burden aging kidneys. A single medium banana contains approximately 422 milligrams of potassium. This is not alarming in isolation. But consider that many seniors eat a banana daily, often alongside other potassium-containing foods throughout the day, without any awareness of how their cumulative daily potassium intake is adding up. Healthy kidneys regulate potassium levels in the blood with extraordinary precision, filtering excess potassium and excreting it in urine continuously. But after 60, as kidney filtration efficiency naturally declines, this potassium regulation becomes less precise. When kidneys struggle to clear excess potassium efficiently, blood potassium levels can gradually rise. Elevated blood potassium, called hyperkalemia, is one of the most serious complications associated with declining kidney function. Even mild chronic elevation can affect the electrical signals that regulate heart rhythm, making potassium management one of the priorities nephrologists and renal dietitians focus on most carefully with patients who have any degree of kidney impairment. The issue with bananas is not that they are inherently dangerous for every senior. It is that their potassium content is high enough, and they are eaten frequently enough, that they can contribute meaningfully to cumulative daily potassium intake in a way that most seniors never track or consider. A clinical nutrition resource published by the National Kidney Foundation specifically lists bananas among fruits that individuals managing potassium restriction should be mindful of, recommending that those with diagnosed kidney disease discuss appropriate intake with their renal dietitian. What to eat instead? Apples, berries, and watermelon all offer comparable sweetness, convenience, and nutritional benefit while carrying significantly lower potassium profiles. A medium apple contains approximately 195 milligrams of potassium. A cup of blueberries contains approximately 114 milligrams. Half a cup of strawberries contains approximately 120 milligrams. Any of these provides a satisfying, nutritious fruit option with a fraction of the potassium load. Worst fruit number 2. Oranges and orange juice. Oranges are almost universally associated with health, immune support, and vitamin C. Most seniors who drink a glass of orange juice every morning believe they are starting the day with one of the best possible nutritional choices. The reality for kidney-conscious seniors involves 2 specific concerns that most people never hear about. Why oranges may burden aging kidneys. First, like bananas, oranges carry a meaningful potassium load. A medium orange contains approximately 237 milligrams of potassium, and a standard glass of orange juice contains significantly more, often 450 to 500 milligrams per serving, because the juice is concentrated from multiple pieces of fruit while removing the fiber that would have slowed absorption. Second, orange juice in particular presents the same fructose concentration problem we discussed in our belly fat series. When the fiber is removed from whole fruit to make juice, the fructose is absorbed far more rapidly, placing a greater processing burden on the liver and potentially contributing to the metabolic load that indirectly affects kidney health over time through blood pressure and inflammation pathways. For seniors who have been advised to limit potassium specifically, drinking orange juice daily can be a surprisingly significant source of cumulative potassium intake, particularly when combined with other high potassium foods throughout the day. The National Kidney Foundation's dietary resources specifically flag both oranges and orange juice as foods that individuals managing potassium restriction should limit, recommending that those with diagnosed kidney disease discuss appropriate alternatives with their healthcare team. What to eat instead? Grapes, apples, and cranberries all provide meaningful vitamin C alongside a lower potassium profile than oranges. Fresh lemon juice in water provides excellent vitamin C and citrate for kidney stone prevention, with very little potassium, making it one of the best substitutions for the morning orange juice habit specifically. Worst fruit number 3. Kiwi. Kiwi might seem like a surprising entry on this list. It carries an outstanding nutritional reputation and was actually recommended in our previous overnight fruits video for certain seniors. The reason it appears here comes down to context and individual kidney status, which illustrates an important principle throughout today's video. Why kiwi may burden aging kidneys. Kiwi is surprisingly high in potassium for its small size. A single medium kiwi contains approximately 215 milligrams of potassium, and most people eat 2 at a time, making a standard serving closer to 430 milligrams. This is comparable to a banana in terms of potassium delivery per eating occasion. Kiwi also contains a moderate amount of oxalate, the compound that combines with calcium in the urinary tract to form the most common type of kidney stone. For seniors with a history of calcium oxalate kidney stones, or those whose urinary oxalate levels have been flagged by their doctor, kiwi eaten regularly and in larger amounts could contribute to stone risk over time. The reason kiwi was appropriate in our overnight fruits video is that for seniors without diagnosed kidney disease or specific potassium and oxalate restrictions, occasional moderate kiwi consumption is generally well tolerated. The concern here is for seniors who have been specifically advised by their doctor or renal dietitian to manage potassium or oxalate intake, for whom kiwi's profile deserves the same careful attention as bananas or oranges. This distinction matters. This video is not saying kiwi is dangerous for everyone. It is saying that for seniors already managing kidney-related dietary restrictions, kiwi is a fruit that can accumulate meaningfully toward daily potassium and oxalate limits without people realizing it, precisely because its healthy reputation tends to lead to unrestricted consumption. What to eat instead? Blueberries and watermelon both offer lower potassium and lower oxalate profiles while providing comparable antioxidant benefits. Fresh cranberries provide kidney protective proanthocyanins with one of the lowest potassium contents of any berry. Worst fruit number 4. Avocado. Before we reveal why avocado earns the final and most surprising spot on this list, subscribe to 60 Strong right now if you have not already. We release new senior kidney health content every week. Drop a comment below, which fruit on this list surprised you most? I read every single comment. This is the fruit I promised at the beginning. The one that shocks people most. And the shock comes not from any obscure research finding but from something hidden in plain sight in the nutrition facts panel that most seniors have never once looked at carefully. Why avocado may burden aging kidneys. Avocado has one of the strongest health reputations of any food in the modern diet. Healthy fats, fiber, vitamins. Most seniors who eat avocado regularly feel entirely confident that it is among the best choices they can make. What most people never think to check is the potassium content. A single medium avocado contains approximately 975 milligrams of potassium. That is more than double the potassium in a banana. more than the potassium in 3 medium oranges. And because avocado is eaten in ways that make it easy to consume a significant portion in one sitting, whether as half an avocado on toast, a generous portion of guacamole, or sliced into a salad, the potassium delivered per eating occasion can be extraordinarily high without the person having any idea. For seniors with healthy kidney function, this potassium is handled without any difficulty. But for seniors who have been told their creatinine is elevated, their GFR is reduced, or who have any diagnosed stage of chronic kidney disease, regular avocado consumption represents one of the highest untracked daily potassium loads in the modern senior diet. A renal dietary guidance resource published by the National Kidney Foundation specifically lists avocado as one of the highest potassium foods that individuals managing chronic kidney disease should be most mindful of, often recommending significant restriction for those with confirmed potassium management needs. The reason this comes as such a shock is the complete disconnect between avocado's celebrated health reputation and its extremely high potassium content. Seniors who have been following health advice to eat more avocado for the past decade may have been inadvertently adding one of the most potassium-dense foods available to their daily diet, without any awareness of its specific impact on kidneys that are less able to manage that mineral burden than they used to be. What to eat instead? For the healthy fat and creamy texture that makes avocado appealing, small amounts of olive oil, a few walnut halves, or a tablespoon of tahini provide similar fatty acid profiles with dramatically lower potassium. For the guacamole craving specifically, a smaller amount of avocado combined with more tomato, onion, and lime can deliver the flavor experience with a reduced potassium load per serving. Before we close, the same essential point from our vegetables episode applies here. These fruits are not dangerous for every senior over 60. Avocado, oranges, bananas, and kiwi are genuinely nutritious foods for the general population with healthy kidney function. The concern addressed in this video applies specifically and most directly to seniors who have been diagnosed with any stage of chronic kidney disease, those whose creatinine or GFR numbers have been flagged by their doctor, those who have been specifically advised to monitor potassium intake, and those with a history of calcium oxalate kidney stones. For seniors without any of these specific conditions, these fruits can remain part of a balanced diet in reasonable portions without significant concern. The purpose of this video is awareness and informed choice, not elimination or fear. If you are unsure whether these concerns apply to you specifically, a conversation with your doctor or a renal dietitian, and a simple blood test to check your kidney function and potassium levels, is the most straightforward way to get a clear personal picture. So there you have it. For fruits that may place the greatest burden on aging kidneys, each for a specific reason rooted in their mineral and compound profile. Bananas, carrying a daily potassium load that most seniors never track but that can contribute meaningfully to cumulative intake for kidneys that are less efficient at clearing excess potassium. Oranges and orange juice, combining a meaningful potassium profile with the concentrated fructose absorption problem of removing fiber, making the juice version specifically one of the more impactful sources of cumulative potassium in the typical senior morning routine. Kiwi, whose combination of moderate potassium and oxalate content deserves more careful attention for seniors who have been specifically advised to manage either mineral, despite its generally strong health reputation. And avocado, the most surprising entry, carrying more potassium than any other fruit on this list, hidden behind the most celebrated health reputation of any food in the modern diet, making it one of the most consistently underestimated potassium sources in the kidney-conscious senior diet. The replacements are simple. Apples, berries, watermelon, and cranberries all deliver genuine nutritional value with significantly lower mineral burden for aging kidneys. Making these substitutions in your daily fruit choices is not a deprivation. It is simply a more informed version of the healthy eating you were already trying to do. If this video helped you see fruits you have been eating daily in a new and more informed light, please share it with someone you care about. And subscribe to 60 Strong if you have not already, because next week we are covering the complete kidney health eating guide that brings together everything from our drinks, foods, fruits, and vegetable series into one clear daily plan. Take care of your kidneys. I will see you in the next video.